Hello everyone, and welcome to the first stream we are ever doing for FRL, Formula Racing League. My name is Connor. Tonight I'm going to be joined by Tonk16, otherwise known as Ricky. Tonight we've got the second night of the F2 Championship. 2 races, we have Vietnam and Canada. Before we get into the racing, I would like to give a few shout outs to a couple of people, Stocky, Zeus and Holland, for all the hard work they've been doing behind the scenes. They've managed to create this league in such a short space of time. We've managed to already get 2 full leagues with over 35 people participating in the space of maybe 2 weeks, and it's all down to a lot of the hard work that goes unnoticed behind the scenes. So good job, guys, keep it up. So let's get into the teams and drivers. We've had a few changes to some of the driver lineup since the first night, which we unfortunately couldn't stream. But for Dams, we have James Arano and Parsons. For Uni Virtuosi, we have Hadouken and Jamesy McSir. For Art or ART, we have Joe Feely and his new teammate Henry P316 or 316, obviously a Stone Cold fan, which means Zeus has moved. For Carlin, we have Tap Machine and Jack. Tap Machine had a really good first night with I believe it was a 3rd and a 2nd place. He's now coming to replace Lee in Carling. For Campos, we have OTR44 or Ollie, and we have T Stocky. In Sauber Junior, we possibly have the favourites. We have Cool Monks and Marley. They had both of them on the podium in Abu Dhabi. They've been very, very quick. Cool Monks won in Singapore and Abu Dhabi. For MP, we have Zeus and Tomo. Zeus will be replacing Mares. He is no longer racing in F2. For Arden, we have Hollowboy and Marshall. For Perma, we have Tables 14 and Ryan Holes 25. And for Trident, only the one driver, Trident at the moment, we have DHX16. So, before we get into all that, just going to explain the rules. So, the rules we're doing for F2 is not like real F2 in real life. We are doing it just like F1. Top 10 positions all get points like normal. We get points for the fastest lap and we get points for the driver of the day. What everyone's going to be trying to do in F2 this year is obviously the top 5 will be promoted, or would you say promoted, but they will be moving to F1 to challenge in the F1 league next season, and the bottom 5 of the F1 league will be moved to F2. So it's sort of like a promotion relegation type thing, but it's, you know, it's up to you. You want to choose which one you prefer. But it's something to play for and fight for. So, all the rules out of the way. Let's go through, as I've sort of hit the nail on the head already before. We've got the first 2 races we had, Abu Dhabi and Singapore. We'll do the top 3. The 3 you got on the podium in the first race in Abu Dhabi was Cool Monks, Marley and Tap Machine. Cool Monks and Marley sort of ran away with it for Sauber Junior. They managed to get away from the back markers, and everyone else from 3rd down to 6th was having a really good battle. But Cool Monks and Marley sort of set the standards high. And then in Singapore, it was a chaotic race. I don't know. It was very, very. You could tell it was hard in the conditions they were in, because obviously the track's really thin. There's quite a few people going into the barriers. There's a couple of mistakes under the safety car, but it was still a really good race. But the top 3 in that was Cool Monks again with a 2nd victory. Tap Machine, so he's been on podium both times as well, came 2nd, and a really good a really good result for OTR44, otherwise known as Ollie, in his 2nd race. So anyway, I'll finally bring you in now, Ricky, if you were there. My long introduction's over.
Hi, how's everyone doing?
So, obviously, I've sort of reminded everyone about what happened in the last races. If you're coming into this tonight, who do you think has the most confidence?
Well, from what you said, obviously you had the first couple of sessions we had, you had Cool Monks and Marley dominating, but as you said earlier, Tap Machine's he's like, I don't know what you call it. He's just an outsider. With them 2 in the league, it's very tough to say they're not.
Do you know what I would say? I'd describe him as is consistent, because in both races he's kept himself out of any trouble, and he's picked up some good points. Another one who also did very well, if I'm not mistaken, was Jamesy McSir, because in both races he qualified well. And then strategy sort of, I don't know if it was strategy or safety car, but he sort of, he had some problems and he lost some positions and had to fight his way back up. But in both races, under penalties, when the race was finished, he got 4th place.
Yeah, he looked dangerous.
So James McSur is a very, very strong racer. He's just going to need to hope that he can have a good strategy tonight, and he won't get any problems under a safety car. And hope he can get some more points for Univirtuoso. His teammate Hadouken's going to want a better showing than last time. He was consistent as well, but I think he got held in a bit of traffic. He couldn't really have his strongest race. There was a couple of times he was in some incidents and he came off the worst. He had to get his front wing changed, or he had to make a couple of pit stops, which really, unless you get a safety car straight after, you're straight away on the back foot.
I've got to say,
Going through the rest.
I've got to say, sorry to interrupt, but I think it was Hadouken's first time playing the F1 as well, so hopefully he's got used to the grip of the car and the speed of the car. Obviously it's different tracks and stuff, but I think it's hopefully he has a good little race. That's
exactly it. It's something he can build on. And like I said, as I mentioned earlier, someone else's first go, as far as I'm aware, was OTR 44 in Campos. Campos Racing Team. It was Ollie. I really liked Ollie because, as I was saying on the last stream, which unfortunately no one can hear or no one heard, he was patient, he was sensible. If he knew when to make a move and when not to throw one up the inside or to do anything stupid. And he's very, 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 very specific and has a lot of patience and timing when racing. So I like that. And like I said, he made a really bold strategy call by pitting under the safety car with 4 laps to go, I believe, in Singapore, and it worked out for him because I think he went to 7th and straight away he overtook 4 people and got on the podium.
Yeah, so, exactly. Yeah. Another one,
it's all
I think is Ryan UK, outsider. He done really well. Very contested a lot of battles, won a lot of battles. I think he was a bit unlucky with a couple of positionings. But yeah, I think he did quite a lot well last time.
Well, he's made sure that we all remembered that he qualified in P2 in Abu Dhabi. I think it was Abu Dhabi. So we know he's quick. He's got 1 lap pace. Has he got race pace, though? I know. I think it was him and James McSur spent a lot of the time in both races just side by side next to each other.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough about last week. We're at Vietnam now. Very tricky track. Going to be strict corner cutting rules, and so I expect a lot of penalties in this race. The walls are tight. There can be people into the walls left, right and centre. But here we go. Qualifying underway. Person leading the way. We're going to start with KG Marsh, who's making his first appearance today. He missed the last week's session. And that doesn't look like a very first good corner, but something to build on.
Drax is out of the race. Or left the session.
Yeah, not sure if that was...
connection probably.
Retirement, or if he's just had a bad connection there. But we'll stick with Marsh for the moment, just so everyone can see what's going on, as this is his first appearance in the F2 Racing League. Comes up to the end of the first straight, and it's this is the sort of corners where people are going to be getting penalties, especially in the actual race. They have to get past this stiff right left, and then there's a long straight. Once the DRS comes in this bit, there's going to be carnage down this very long straight. So currently it looks like Cool Monks is leading the way in first, with Tomo second, Tables third, Marley fourth. Let's go and jump on board with Cool Monks now to see how he does coming through into sector 3 now. We know he's always going to be near the front, don't we? Because like we said, he got 2 wins in the first 2 races. He's flying in F1 as well. I think some could say he's better at F1 than he is at left back, but I don't know. Tomo is absolutely flying as well. He was really quick in Singapore, Tomo, and I really wanted to shout at him after what happened in Singapore. His teammate really didn't help him. He held him up in traffic. Here we go, coming round into the last corner. Comes round. Crosses the line, that's very close. Look at that though, as we said, the Sauber Junior 1-2. It's going to take a lot to beat them, isn't it? Coolmark's the only person in a 149. Everyone 150 and after, but the timings weren't far away. Tomo was very close. Stocky was very close. You can tell that they've definitely been putting the practice in. Considering, you know, they've only really been playing F1 games for, what, a month?
Yeah.
And now they're, you know, with the big boys. Ryan does another good qualifying. He comes in 5th. Tap Machine is in that position where we always said he's sort of there or thereabouts, and he works his way up in 6th. James McSur 7th. Tables 8th. DHX. That's a good qualifying from DHX in 9th. OTR in 10th. Joe Feely 11th. Fastest 12th. Yeah. Henry 13th. Zeus 14th. Hadouken 15th. KG Marsh in his first session wasn't the greatest, but you know he's gonna get used to the car in 16th. James Zorano with a disqualification. And Jack, as we said, he lagged out. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get back in or not.
Just to mention, Bon, Joe Feely went for a different strategy there on the mediums. Everyone else used softs. He went on the mediums. So.
Did he? So he's going to be what? It's going to be hard. See, the only thing is, obviously, we don't know what the weather's going to be like. It looks like it's dry and sunny. The only problem is he needs to avoid some sort of safety car in the first lap for his strategy to work.
Yeah.
If there's no safety car until maybe halfway through, then it's a perfect strategy. If there's an early safety car, he's going to just be on the slower tyre, and everyone's going to pit early for the harder tyre to get to the end. So
yeah, it could be interesting. At least it's dry anyway. It's not raining. That's I'd like to have seen the rain.
Well, yeah, around here it's going to be.
I'd like to have seen the rain.
It's going to be carnage if it was in the rain as well.
Yeah.
Right, Tonks, Ricky, let's get a final breath before the chaos occurs. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights.
Oh, jump start.
And it's go. James Arano with a jump start there. Someone else did. I'm not sure if that's a glitch or if both of them just made mistakes. Yeah, that was really, really fast. Paul Monk staying up. Marley on his inside straight away going. Tomo outside. Stocky's been spun. Not a good start from Stocky. It's a safety car. Exactly as we said. And then here comes everyone with the 5-second penalties. First corner safety car. That was should have put a bet on there, shouldn't we? It would have been an early safety car.
First corner safety car.
Yeah, I think on odds we would have 1 to 100 at the moment with a first lap safety car, because I think that's happened in every single race. Now, this is where, if anyone's listening to me through the stream, pause your game and don't do any mistakes. Because in Abu Dhabi, look at the penalties racking up here. In Abu Dhabi, everyone picked up a penalty under the safety car, and it's just not needed. Just slow down. You're going to stay in formation. You don't have to go fast. Everyone can get a free pit stop. Everyone can get a free front wing change. Don't get penalties. Just take your time. You don't have to race under the safety car conditions. Like I said, in Abu Dhabi, I think there must have been combined about 100 seconds worth of penalties for everyone under the safety car.
I think it was, yeah.
That's not even an exaggeration, is it? I honestly think it was about 100 seconds.
Well, I'm sure
I know Tomo in Singapore. That's why. Sorry, Ricky. I know Tomo in Singapore. That's why I wanted to shout at him, because he made contact with someone under the safety car whilst he was sitting in 3rd place. It was
it's frustrating when I'm watching it, because you obviously damage there. Who's gone in the back of? But that's not. There's a bit of carnage at the back here.
Well, I'm scared to look at the. If you press start and have a look at the race director, I think you will see about, I don't know, 100 seconds worth of penalties already.
Yeah.
Luke's not going very fast. He's not going slow so people can, make mistakes. Luke's jumped straight into the pit, so he's doing exactly what we said. He's going to be jumping straight on those hard tyres by the looks of it.
That's the tactic. That's the right tactic.
Yeah, he's going to go straight to the end. And what's going to happen is Marley's going to sort of potentially lose position here, because everyone's going to get a fast pit stop on him. So Marley, unless he gets lucky, I think he might lose a few positions here. But half the grid's in, which is promising, because I would think, everyone's going to do that, which means the race isn't really going to be decided on pit stops. It's going to be decided on driving ability. So let's go back to the front just to see Marley and Tomo leading. He's caught up to the safety car now.
Just to let you know, Con, Parsons must have had a drive-through or a sit penalty, 5 second sit penalty.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Imagine
Well,
if
no,
he
he
touched
did.
the
He
car.
got that's what he got after jump starting,
Oh,
didn't he? I think it might have been Parsons that jump started. I might be wrong. Oh, potentially James Serrano. I'm not sure. I know one of them had to, and you've got to serve that in three laps, otherwise you get disqualified.
Yeah.
So it might have been Parsons. It might not have been.
He's still got a pit though. I don't think he's pitted, which could cost him.
Nah, everyone from Cool Monks up hasn't pitted yet. It's only the bottom 5 that have, 6 that have.
I would have pitted if I was driving. I would have pitted. But you set 3.
So you said it was Joe Feely that was on the mediums, correct?
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. Does he stay out now because he knows he can get them halfway and hope that it's for a safety car later? Or does he pit now and it's just a free pit stop anyway, and they all try and get on the hard tyres to get to the end? What would you do if you was Joe Feely? Would you stay out and just try and you'll be leading the race, and you know your tyres can go at least what, 8 laps to 9 laps, and he might get another safety car and get a free pit stop, and he can stay near the front.
It's very. Oh, Marsh is just hitting the wall there. Marsh is retired.
Oh, Marsh is retired. What happened there?
He just. I think he lost the front right side of his wing, and the 5
Oh
second
yeah, I can
penalty
see.
from Stocky.
You could just see that everyone's going past him now. His car's just parked right there in the quick left and right. He's obviously been caught out by the quick left right. But here we go, the second round of pit stop. Stocky's come in. Marley stayed out again. So's Tomo. So's Josh. So's Joe Feely. But Stocky's come in. So that's interesting. I think he sat there and he must be listening to us over commentary, and he's thought, you know what? Oh no, he's got a 5 second stop go as well. So he's already thought, serve that, get a new front wing. No, Stocky, look, he's had a 5 second stop go. He's had to stop. He's changed his front wing, and now they're changing the tyres, but they're really slow doing the front tyres. The back tyres are quick.
Sitting on 14th Parsons. Everyone's just driven through.
Yeah, I can see it coming out of the first straight.
Looks like the safety car's going to be here for a while.
I'm surprised that only. I'm looking now. Zeus has damage. Zeus is going to have to come into the pits at the end of this lap because he's got damage under safety car. Try and see if we can see anyone. Jax looks okay. Ollie looks okay. James Serrano looks okay. Can't really tell from Henry. It's going to be interesting to see how Henry does in his first race. But Henry's got no front wing whatsoever. If you look at Henry in P10, he's surely got to go in the pits. He's going to be so slow, and he's going to be hitting every wall.
Just to say, Con, about Joe Feely, what you were saying, it's really difficult. Just looking at his car now, he's got damage on the right front. So I don't know if I would. He's got a pit. I think he's got a pit and change onto hards. He's got to take the risk of dropping a couple of places and try and win it back with the fresher tyres and put his car up to reach. That's what I'll do. But serious front damage, I don't know if he'll be able to carry on and keep the place.
So just looking through there, sorry Rick Boom, to cut you off there. If you look behind Joe Feely in full, James McSur's got no front wing. Zeus has got no front wing. I think Jax has got damage. Have a look at Ollie while he's going through here. Ollie's looks okay, so Ollie, stay away from all that because there's a bit of carnage there. Just trying to see James Serrano here. I'm surprised. I mean, it's not a bad strategy. If they start coming into the pits now, they've gone an extra few laps on their tyres, haven't they? So they know the mediums will get to the end, possibly. Maybe that's what a few people have done. Yeah. But these guys all needed to pit. They had so much damage. They wouldn't have had any. There would literally been no point in them staying out.
Yeah.
So Marley and Tomo are staying out now. So Marley and Tomo are going to be hoping for, as we just see everyone changing the front wing. Marley and Tomo are going to be hoping that the race can go for about another 5-6 laps, and then in an ideal world they'll get another safety car and they get a free pit stop in first and second. You know, at the moment, Luke's all the way down in 7th, Cool Monks. He's got brand new fresh tyres. He doesn't have to pit again. He's, on paper, your race leader. And he's going to be on fresh tyres behind everyone. But he's going to have to overtake James and Ollie and Jax. quite quickly who aren't, you know, they're not slow racers.
And how many laps the safety cars been out for? I don't know if they've cleaned that up.
I think it's going to have to come in soon, but we're just watching all the mechanics now do everything. We're just seeing Henry's had to, it looked like Henry's putting wets on there for some reason. I think that's just a mistake on my screen. Yeah, Henry's fault, it's getting a bit wet out there. His engineer's been on the phone saying there's a monsoon coming in 1 lap, mate. Get on there in Vietnam.
Put the wets on, yeah.
So,
the grip he's going to have is going to be unreal anyway. So corners are going to be nothing for him. Go on,
yeah,
Henry.
I thought he was putting wets on there. What tyres has he got on?
It's wets and slipping.
Is he actually on wets?
For this stream, I'm going to stay on Henry and see if he can get pole in.
Safety car in this lap. Here we go. So I'm going to just kick back to the front. Sorry, Henry, I can't stay with you. And and he's the only one who's missed out. He's got to gain 35 seconds before the race restarts. So he's completely lost out on all this. Yeah, that's not good. But I'm back on Marley now. So, again, let's get a breath. Let's wait for the carnage to... let's hope we don't have a safety car after the first corner again. Marley's slowly backing them up.
Just say, as last race, obviously it didn't come on the stream, but Tomo and his brother Josh, Tap Machine, side by side into the first corner is going to be interesting. Once again.
Oh, Hadouken's left the session. And Ollie, he's messed up there in my opinion. He's coming straight as the race is restarted. He's going to lose so much time coming into the pits. Here we go, green flag. Marley's completely got to jump on Tomo there. Oh, they forced each other wide. Tomo's got the undercut. He forced him wide, and then he darted straight back in and got the undercut on him. So yeah, as we start, Marley's nearly got a 2-second lead already. He's loving that. Followed by Tomo, and Josh in 3rd place. Jack's doing quite well in 4th at the moment. James Arano following him in 5th, but I still don't think he's got a front wing. Unless it's just a big mistake, but he's being put under pressure by Ryan and Coolmonk. And like I said, Luke doesn't want to get involved in these battles. He doesn't want to get a little bit of damage or do anything that can cause him any problems, because he's essentially leading the race.
Yeah.
Everyone ahead of him has to pit again. As we're coming down this back straight, this is where he's lucky there's no DRS at the moment, but this is where it's going to be carnage. Where look, we've got 3 cars. You can throw a blanket over all of them. Oh, there's a big crash. James Serrano's been spun out. He's managed to carry on. He's completely lost his front wing. I think Ryan might have touched him then. Yeah, that was absolutely... I don't know how he's not out of the race, to be fair. He's very lucky, and I don't know how there's not a safety car, but we get to the end of the straight, and there's literally 5 cars right side by side there. We're just going to stay with this battle for a minute, as you've got Ryan, Luke, and DHX literally in a train at the moment. There's a bit of a gap to Stocky, who's got back up to 9th after his pit stop. Ollie's the one who's missed out here, and Henry, like I said, Henry missed out massively. He came in and... Ryan's been...
Another safety car,
no, Hadouken's rejoined. Ryan's just sped under virtual safety car, it says, but I don't think there is one. Ryan's got damage. Coolmonk has gone straight up the inside. Yeah, and I think he's had contact with DHX, has spun. Ryan's caught him as he's coming into the pits. DHX has come off worse than that. Luke is going to be loving this though.
The only backing for that car is Ryan never had the left front wing, so he probably lost control. But DHX has lost out there badly there, 15th, hitting as well.
And again, as we say every week, the person loving this is Luke, because all them lot are fighting. It's held him up massively, but he's only, 7 seconds behind the leader.
Yeah.
They still need to pit, and he's now got all the guys out of the way. And I'll tell you who's had a really good result here out of everyone is Stocky. Stocky pitted a bit early. He had damage, and I called it, do you remember? And all of a sudden, he's now 2 seconds behind Luke with fresh tyres, I believe. And everyone in the top 4 has to pit. So he's going to be currently P2. So Stocky's going to want to stick to Coolmonks like glue, if possible.
Yeah, Stocky's got a chance here, big chances. We didn't even mention him at the start, really.
Unfortunately, I'm having technical difficulties here. My timing screen, where the interval tells you how far away everyone is from each other to see where the closest battles are, they've disappeared on my screen. So if I miss anything, guys, I apologise, because we can't see We're currently watching Joe Feely and Hadouken. I'm not sure if Hadouken's taken control of his car again. It looks like he has. Hadouken, James and McSir side by side.
Just a status con. Henry's had enough of the wets and he's gone on to softs. So he's to try and make that ball.
Yeah, he's going to speak to his engineer after the race and say, mate, that wasn't the right strategy call. You're getting fired here. Yeah. Oh, here we go. So my time machine haven't come up, but Tomo comes into the pits. Now it's going to be interesting. He's risked it because he doesn't know if there's going to be another safety car. But Tomo's risked it as Josh gets the fastest lap. He's risked it. Where's he going to come out? Because look, Luke's already gone past him, and so is Stocky. So, all right, now everyone's crossing the line again, lads. We can sort of see the timing sheet. So let's go to Hadouken and James McSir. They're side by side. Good move by James McSir up the inside.
Did Tomo have 5-second penalty?
Oh, there's carnage. Sorry, Ricky. Sorry.
That's
There's
okay.
absolute carnage into the first corner. Hadouken was side by side with James McSir. Jamesy beat him. He got it down the inside and took the corner. And as they were coming round, there was 2 cars spun round. I couldn't see who it was. And he's had to back off. And Hadouken's taken the space back. But now we've got Joe Feely, Hadouken, James, Tables and Zeus all in a train. So this is going to be chaos for P6 as Ryan and James come into the pits. Sorry, Ricky, carry on what you said about Tomo.
No, Tomo's, I thought he had the 5-second penalty there because the engineers didn't touch his car for a while and I went onto his screen and he's still sitting there. So I don't know if he had the sitting 5-second penalty.
He must have. Maybe that's why he had to come in. Maybe he had to take it within the 3 laps. That's maybe why he had to.
Joe Feely has got a damage on his right front again. I don't know how is that because of the accident with Hadouken, was it? He's going to have to.
Oh, I'm not sure, but Jamesy McSir, Hadouken's dived straight up the inside and got completely out of shape there. It's lucky there's a long runoff area. James McSir just says, sorry, Hadouken, I'm going to take that off you, mate. And him and Joe Feely now battling for P6. Hadouken's come back right in between Zeus and Tables. That was a little bit dangerous coming back on the track where he was. Luckily, no contact. These are the S's though, where if you can nail that, you can pretty much get a good lap time. Anyway, sorry Ricky, Marley into the pits, the race leader comes in. He shouldn't have a penalty as far as I know. Goes onto the medium tyres, but here we go, like we said, Josh is now leading the race. Luke already passed him, Jack stayed out. So I think Luke's actually taken Jack on track, not in the pit stop. Stocky comes out P2, or sorry, Stocky's in P4, but he should still be P2. And Marley, where's he going to come out? He's got to get out in front of this train of Ollie and Parsons and Tables and Hadouken. That's gonna, yeah, he's going to love that. He's come out at the perfect place then. He's not going to be held up by everyone battling. So it's, you know, bittersweet for Marley. He's come out, he's lost a lot of places, but he's come out ahead of all that, so he won't be held up. So, Joe Feely goes into the pits. Wonder if that's to fix his wing, as you said, as DHX is in the pits as well. How's Henry doing? Is he gone on to the intermediates or?
Henry's still on softs. Making time up, he was on 44 seconds, moved out to 39, so putting the right tyres on.
Yeah, it helps. He could be quite quick if he's on the right tyre.
Yeah.
So, oh, someone's phone's going off. So we're watching Parsons, Tomo and Ollie go. Oh, look at this battle between Tomo and Ollie for the last points pen position. They're side by side. Nice clean racing from the pair of them. They both just had a session as teammates for FGL QPR. What a move by Tomo. He's gone up the inside of Parsons. And Ollie sat there and says, oh, I'll have a bit of that as well. Oh, Tomo's held his position, but Parsons has lost to both of them. Now Parsons is going up the outside of Ollie. They're side by side. They're hitting wheels. They're into the wall. There's contact between all of them. Ollie spun it. Ollie's come off worse than Parsons. He's just about held his car on. Yeah. That's a little bit dangerous. He had to go up the outside, but then they were both trying to get 2 cars into one and it didn't go. So let's jump back to the front. Luke takes over your race lead. What a surprise. Stocky P2. What a result this is turning out for him at the moment. Tap Machine and Jack's into the pit. Jamesy McSir, has he pitted? Because he's currently sitting P3 at the moment, and if he has, that's a really good podium. Marley only 2 seconds behind though. Marley's going to be chasing him down like a house on fire, even though that makes no sense whatsoever.
Hamilton bar, yeah.
Might be pushing a bit too hard there. Sorry?
No, just got to say your joke, Hamilton bar, yeah. It's good.
Yeah, that makes no sense because houses don't chase anyone down. But, you know, yeah, but it worked. So, Jack's is still in the pits. Joe Feely come out ahead of him. Zeus has come out ahead of him. So, we're just over halfway through, Rick. Let's have a little breather as we're watching Tap Machine. As you said before, the brothers, they spent the whole race side by side. Look, Tap Machine's come out right behind Tomo again. Yeah, I think they just... Oh, what a camera shot that is. Beautiful. But we're going to be sitting here. And let's go on board with Josh as he starts chasing down Tomo. Because he should have the DRS here. This nice long straight. Let's watch him as we're going through the S's. He braked a little bit later than Tomo. These lads have shown really good pace, but like I said, just under the decision of not pitting, it's cost them really. J Cup in P6, Ricky.
Yeah,
not sure if he's got any penalties, but
James
yeah.
As well. This must be low.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. If he's pitted, that's another. You know, like we said, he's just worked his way up, and he gets onto the high points playing positions.
He has got the storm behind him though. Marley, quick laps.
Yeah. Luke sets the new fastest lap. Luke doesn't just want 25 points, he wants driver of the day and he wants fastest lap. But Marley, his teammate, says, Luke, no. You can't have everything, mate. I'm taking that. I'm hunting down James Sir. We'll stay with Josh as he goes up the inside of Tomo here. He's going to do him under braking. Hadouken sitting there. Oh, this car's an AI. I'm not sure if it's him or a car. But we have Tables Hadouken going very slow into this first corner. I want to stay with this battle, but I want to stay with this, but I'm just going to quickly jump to Marley and James McSir, who are side by side down the back straight. Marley's done him. Good move from Marley as he gets into the braking zone. James, he's just going to stay with him because he's going to get his DRS of his own, and this is going to be a long straight. Marley needs to put his car into overtaking route, but you can't do that on an S2 car. So let's see how James does if the DRS opens up again.
Stock is 5 seconds ahead of Marley, so if he can carry on this for another couple of laps, hold him off, hopefully...
Marley's got very fresh tyres though. But here we go, if you look at him again, here comes James McSir again under DRS, the straight's so long. Trying to go up the inside of Marley, he's braking, Marley gives him the space, good driving from Marley, he knew that he couldn't just turn straight in there, fair racing. Oh, James, he's lost it, but he's managed to hold it. No, he's managed to hold it, but he's lost a lot of time. And that looks like James, he's sat there and he's thought, you know what, P4 is my normal position, I'm going to stay in P4. That's where I got the last two races. Let's cut back to Josh. I've missed it, but Josh has taken Hadouken, and Tomo is sitting right there, and he needs to get past Hadouken very quick so he can stay in the DRS of Josh. Hadouken goes very wide there. Tomo's going to want to take him quick. He's got to get him in the next straight. He has to, so he can stay within a couple of seconds. As Tables, there we go, Rick. That's why he was so high. Tables Marley again, another fastest lap. So he's obviously got the pace. It was the strategy that, well, not the strategy, just the decision to stay out that was costing. Tomo. Yeah, he lasted long, but here we go, Rick. Sorry to interrupt. Tomo up the inside of Josh. He's got the inside line. Hadouken says no, not yet, so he's going to have to wait until DRS as Tables and Zeus come into the pit again. This is a great little battle from Tom and Hadouken. He's done him around the outside though, so I'm not sure what happened there if Hadouken just got no traction out of the corner. But there you go. Another lap of Tom's and Josh behind each other.
I wonder if Hadouken's tyres are wearing. I don't know if he pitted. Because he was slipping and sliding like nothing back then. Couldn't get any traction.
Sorry Rick, I've just seen Jax overtake... is that right? No, sorry, Joe Feely. I think Joe Feely's just overtaken Jax. Or Jax went for a move on Joe.
Lovely.
Yeah, he's doing well. How's Henry doing? Is Henry's... there you go, first commentator. Yeah, he sat there and he thought, you know what, the engineer's been on the radio and he's gone, mate, I promise you it's going to rain.
Put intermediate
get them on, yeah? It doesn't matter that you've gained like 20 seconds in the last 2 laps.
We bought 5 sets of tyres, we've got to use them all. Come on, mate.
You've got to use all of them, yeah. Here we go, by the way. Joe Feely getting under pressure from Jack. James Arano, 10-second penalty for corner cutting. Here comes Jack's up the... No, he thinks better of it. Good defending from Joe. He keeps his 10th place, the final points position. But he needs a better drive out of the corner than that, because Jack's has gone straight back up behind him again. Stocky's gone into the pits. Has Stocky...
I think Stocky, what's he put on soft? He might be going for the fastest lap.
Yeah, but he was in second, and he had pitted. So I don't know what the point of that was for.
This might cost him.
Unless he went mediums. But no, Tomo should go past him. He's going to come out... Yeah, very, very... Well... Jamesy gets promoted to podium then.
Fastest lap.
He's lucky though, because he's come out right again ahead of Hadouken. Hadouken would have held him out. He did really well to keep his position ahead of Tomo and Josh for a long time. But you're right, he's going to probably go for fastest lap, but that looks like... Doesn't seem like... unless I didn't see what strategy he went on, but he definitely went into the pit. So, unless there was an error and he put 2 medium sets on or something, he was in P2. It didn't make sense to me to pit for a fastest lap. He's going to lose more points. It's going to be less points, so... Ryan UK sets fastest lap. There we go. We can see he's got the pace. He's just been held in a bit of trouble this race, hasn't he? So
yeah, he has been. Yeah.
Jack's still chasing down Joe Feely for the final points position. We'll just quickly watch this as they come up the back straight. But the rest of the field is who's that? Sorry.
Zeus sitting in 14th, very quiet.
I think he's been in the pits a few times, hasn't he?
Yeah, been behind him. Fastest lap, so Ryan next couple of laps should take him, which should be interesting.
Just watching Jax here. Joe goes defensive again. Here comes Jax. He just does. It's not. Yeah, Joe's as long as he gets enough traction out of that corner into the long straight, and he's got a better run out this time. This is what kept Jack in the DRS zone. He got a better traction coming out of this corner, so he stayed with him all the way through the traction. But let's have a quick rundown. We've got on lap 13 of 16. We've got 4 laps to go. Let's go back to our race leader, because surprise, it's Cool Monks.
A bit of debris flying around there. Don't know who's just lost a part of the front wing.
See if you can find out who that was. But I'll quickly run through. So, like we said, surprise, Luke in first place, Cool Monks. He made the right strategy call. That's a great camera shot, that. You see everyone coming up and down these long straights. Marley coming around this circle now. Marley's in second place. So again, Salpa Junior 1-2. But Marley's not going to be happy with that, because, you know, he could have hitted 1 lap after and just worked his way through with Luke. But he's in a world by himself as well, isn't he, Rick? Because he's got 7 seconds ahead of him, 9 seconds behind him. Just keep it on the track. Don't do anything stupid, Marley, and you've got P2.
Exactly, yeah. James Mixer with the podium finish, if he can hold on to it as well.
Yeah, I've just currently just watch him as he's gone a bit deep into that corner. That's not going to help him at all, is he? And Josh is only 4 seconds behind him. He's going to see that and think, I tell you what, that's exactly what I want to see. He just gone from 4 seconds to 2.5 seconds. Yeah. So Josh is sitting there. He wants another podium. He's had 2 out of 2. So he's going to try and put the pressure on James McSir. And Tomo's not too far away, but everyone's sort of spaced out at the moment. The only action on the grid at the moment is Zeus and Ryan. We'll go down for 15th, but it's not for any points. We just see the end of this straight.
I don't know what he's done there. What his plan was.
There must be a reason. He might have had damage. It was unbearable or something. We didn't see, but
didn't look like he had damage.
Ollie.
It's very strange.
Ollie's caught up to Hadouken. He's going to be rubbing his hands together on the back straight. Ollie in 8th. Yeah, he's right behind Hadouken now. He's going to try and get him.
The
DRS, but this is what I like. He knew there was no point throwing out the inside there. It would have just been nightmare for both of them.
Of course,
he's going to get right behind him coming out of this corner. He knows Hadouken's got old tyres on. Ollie's got the pace at the moment. He gets a nice exit out of these left-right handers. That's it. DRS wide open. He's going to get as close as he can again. He's in the number 14 car as well. He's a lucky boy. That's my favourite number.
Fernando Alonso colours.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought you were talking about Javi Alonso, and I was like, I don't know why, but yeah. Here we go. Hadouken goes really wide. Ollie's right up his
Surely got to
gearbox.
take him there.
Yeah, here we go. Ollie, he's got to open the DRS. He's going to be right.
He's not
literally pushing him along.
He
No, he will. He's going to. Yeah, there we go. The DRS opens up. He's pushing him along. Goes to the inside. Hadouken, nice racing, gives him space, and then Ollie cuts across, takes the racing line, and says, "Jake, thank you very much, mate. I want P7. I'll take it off you." So, let's go back down to Ryan and James. They're side by side. Here we go. This is going to be interesting. There's a bit of contact between them, but they're side by side. I've seen the front wing. James's front wing came flying off. Ryan's front wing came flying off. Sorry, but they're side by side. Which one of them got the DRS? That's the interesting thing. Oh, it was James Ryan who's got the DRS, so he in theory should be quicker. They're going side by side. Is it going to be clean racing?
Lovely.
Fair from both of them, but because Ryan's got the fresh softs on, he's got the undercut, he's turned in quicker, he's coming out, he's got the better drive out the corner. They're still side by side, they're not going to want to do side by side through these S's. James Ryan says, no, I'm taking that, but he's gone really wide and he's into the wall. And Ryan was patient there, he was hard but fair. Let's go straight up to 4th place, coming up to the final lap. Ricky, look who's sitting there saying, I want my podium, I've got 2 out of 2.
He's catching him.
He's sitting there and he's going, James, you're P4, mate. You've had P4 the last 2 races. I'm going to finish in 3rd and give you P4 again, mate. As James Rano comes into the pit. Not really sure if it's worth it. It might be trying to set a fastest lap, but here we go. DRS. Let's see what Tap Machine. You can see how much pace he's got. He's got the fresher tyres. He's clearly got the pace over him as well. DRS opens up. James, he goes defensive. He takes the inside lane. He's going to force Josh out wide, but Josh will have a better traction out the corner. They break side by side. Good defending from James. Really good defending, but there's a mistake. Oh, he's broke there. I'm not sure if Tashi got any damage there. And he sort of
brake test there.
Yeah, it looked like a brake test, but it wasn't. I think he just had poor traction out the corner. But Josh sits. He doesn't have to do anything stupid. He's only within, what, half a second, and he's got 2 DRS zones for the final lap. So, as we go to... I'll come back to this race, but let's just have a look at Luke. Oh, Coolmonks has been disqualified.
Oh,
He's not used the correct tyres. What's he doing? He's made... That's maybe what... Oh, my God, I can't believe what I've seen. The race leader on the final. So, there you go. This is... Oh, my God, I'm in shock. Marley takes pole. To Jamesy McSir and Tap Machine down this back straight. They're both fighting for 2nd place now. Gonna stay with this. I can't believe Luke's done that. Maybe that's why Stocky pitted. Because
he might have used the wrong tyres, yeah.
Hadouken's done the same thing as well, look. So that's gonna promote Tables and Joe and Jax.
Those big shocking things that from Luke there.
What is going on here? Well, here we go. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, Rick. So we're just going to watch Tap Machine. So look, he's literally positioning his car right up. He's literally pushing James through. This is for 18 points. He's pushing him through. There's a bit of contact. They're side by side. There we go. He wants to stay right behind him, right into the DRS zone. Tomo's watching, seeing if he can pick up any scraps. He's literally, look, they're side by side. They haven't even got in the DRS zone yet. Here it is. Back wing open. Boom. Straight up. Both. Oh, look, he's already passed him. That's how much momentum Josh had there. James McSir can't fight. Oh, he's hit him. I think they're okay. I don't think there's much damage. Hope he doesn't get a penalty for that, because that's not fair. They've raced really well. Great move from Josh, though, and he gets his podium. 3 times on the podium by the looks of it.
Tomo's pushing.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna. All right, let's go back to our race leader as Marley comes through the. Oh, he's nearly lost it into the wall. He comes around the final corner. Marley might have thought he deserved a pole in Singapore or Abu Dhabi. I can't remember which one, but he gets it in Vietnam. Well done, Marley. You deserved that. I thought you made a mistake with the strategy, but it's worked out for you. Josh comes across in second. Now we've got to see for penalties, because like I said, the penalties were chaotic, Rick. So Tap Machine comes home second. Jamesy McSir third. Both of them 5-second penalties. Tomo, there you go. You have a consistent race and you don't pick up penalties. Congratulations, Tomo. That was for Singapore, mate, because your teammate let you down in Singapore, and you lost your podium. So the brothers get on the podium, Rick. Marley first, Tomo second, Josh third. Stocky still finishes. Yeah, Stocky overtook him as well. Stocky still finishes in fourth. Jamesy in fifth. Ollie sixth. Not a bad race from Ollie. It was sort of quiet, but he's got some decent points. Table, good result, seventh. Joe Feely, I'm not sure if those are his first points. He'll be happy with that, I think, in eighth. He managed to hold on from Jack. He had a good little battle in the last few laps there, Joe and Jack. Parsons crosses the line. Ryan gets 10th by the looks of it. I'm not sure if Parsons had a lot of penalties. Let's see if Zeus can go over the line, and if
Ryan gets 10th here, it shows he's got the pace. He can trouble these people. He can trouble the top, I reckon. If he gets in a consistent run and a couple more races and doesn't get involved in any carnage at the first laps.
The biggest shock, though, Rick. Sorry to cut you off. The biggest shock is Coolmonks. He's going to be livid. I don't know how he's missed that. Yeah, I don't know how he's missed that. Jake's done the exact same thing. Hadouken, let's call them by their real names. Their real names, as I call them in their game. But you know what I mean. But both of them, sloppy. I'm not sure if it's sloppy or just an accident, but you would have, especially Luke, who, you know, he's won a lot. You wouldn't have thought he would have done that. A driver of the day, Jack's 1-2-2-1, gets yourself an extra point. Well done, mate. So,
I think it could be right. Like, it's shocking from Luke because he plays the game and he's very good at it. So maybe misjudgment or misjudgment. I think it's
just quickly run through the top 10, Ricky. Sorry to cut you off. Ryan finishes in 10th place. Jack in 9th and driver of the day. Joe Feely in 8th. Table 7th. Ollie gets 6th place. I don't think he had a penalty, so well done, Ollie. Jamesy McSir in 5th. He'll be gutted that his penalty cost him 3rd place. He went to 5th. Stocky in 4th. Josh gets 3rd, so his 3rd podium in a row. Tomo comes 2nd. Marley wins the race. So still, regardless, points for Sauber Junior, good points. But that's literally thrown the championship, not the constructors, but the individual driver championship wide open. Let's go through and just give a few shout outs to a few people. Zeus, 18 seconds worth of penalties, mate. Well done. Big shout out to Henry, who thought, you know, he obviously had torrential downpour in his race because he thought it'd be a good idea to put the wets on. Everyone else was racing in the sun. Yeah, he was. Everyone else was in the sun, and he was in the snow and ice doing some mad stuff in the rain there. But
Henry's first race, but yeah, it's quite amusing. Hopefully, the people watching the stream enjoyed it. But hopefully, next race he'll. If it's raining, he doesn't put softs on. Fingers crossed.
I'm just reading here in the chat. So this is where might have a problem here, Rick, because I'm reading in the chat that Hadouken and Luke both used the correct tyre compounds.
So it could be a glitch in the game. Very strange. What were the tyres? It was soft and mediums, wasn't it?
I'm just going to try and...
Everyone apart from Joe Feely started on softs. Joe Feely was on the mediums. So yeah, unless... I don't know the rule. Is there a rule that you have to finish on the other compound? There's not a rule like that, is there?
No, I think the rule is you just have to use the 2 compounds that you're told to use.
Yeah. So it might be a glitch.
Hadouken says, I got disqualified for the tyre compound on the final lap, yet I used the correct tyres. And then Cool Monk said, how did I get disqualified as well? I used the softs at the start and then I went to the mediums. I'm just trying to read and see if anyone's explained anything. Sorry, everyone listening. I'm trying to see if there's someone's actually.
I think it's just a game, possibly a game glitch.
I do think it's a bug. Well, like we said, we were watching Luke. We know how comfortable he pitted on the first lap. We know he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
That's why I was so surprised. Like I said, unless he somehow went mediums. Yeah, sorry everyone. Sorry everyone who's listening, trying for me to get an answer. The minute I get one, I will explain everything. I want to say it's just a bug at the moment because I'm pretty certain I saw Cool Monks and Hadouken hit and get the correct tyres on. But how does this work? Does it?
Could be Henry's tactics at the back with the old wets.
Yeah, maybe Henry's tactics putting the wets on threw all the other pit crews in disarray, and they were like, "Crap, let's just put on random tyre."
Yeah, that could be the shout. Canada
I'm not
next.
sure. We're going to have to, obviously, that's how the final positions ended up, but I'm not sure if it will be changed because if Luke used the right compound, which I think he did, he had an 7-second lead on Marley. He should still get the win.
Yeah.
Hadouken, I think, was 6th or 7th. We'll have to discuss it and see what goes on. We'll have to see what the guys in charge decide. I don't want to say anything over stream because obviously it's just my opinion. I don't actually know what happens. So, anyway,
quick thing.
Vietnam's over. Congratulations. Yeah, sorry, Rick. Go on.
Yeah, Canada. This right turn. How horrible is it? F1 is horrible.
Oh yeah. Well, all right. So shall we put a bet on and see how many safety cars we get in the first lap?
Safety cars. I reckon it's going to be possible corner cutting or going wide. But in F1, I go wide or corner cut. So it's a very tough corner.
Everyone's going to corner cut. I'll be surprised if everyone doesn't have at least one penalty in this race.
Yeah.
Because of that quick right-left, there's going to be carnage. There's going to be chaos. There always is in F1 anyway, or F2, sorry. But anyway, Rick, let's go again. Get qualifying ready and underway. Right, let's watch Ollie at the moment. Docky retires. Not sure if he might have corner cut early. Paul Monks has done it as well.
Again.
Maybe he's corner cut. Ryan UK. So, I don't want to be the skeptic here, Rick, but maybe they're all thinking, dodge that for a first corner. Let's start at the back.
Yeah, I think I would agree with them, to be honest.
Might be a little shout. Because all four of them, very quick races, yeah.
They know they've got the pace. Jack's sitting first.
Yeah, Jack's having a really good lap. I don't want to, and so's Marshall, to be fair. I don't want to jinx them. Let's just see how it goes. We'll go quiet now, and as soon as someone goes across the line, this is the final corner, Rick. It's always this corner. If you can have a good last thing and don't end up in the wall of champions.
Yeah, loads of people have. There we go. Marsh goes into it.
There we go. Jack. So Jack's gone straight down to 10th from that one corner. See? So what's happened there? Marley first. Jack was disqualified. See? Yeah. Tomo, mate. Tomo. I know, mate. I like Tomo. We all like Tomo. But yeah, where's this pace come from? F1, he was, maybe he was sat there in F1 and thought this is a little bit too quick. He gets into F2 cars and he's saying, you know what? I'm going to do what Lando did. I'm going to do what George Russell did. I'm going to do what Max did and Charles did and Alex Albon and whoever else I didn't say. And he's going to start in F2 and work his way back up to F1 because, mate, what a lap that is. I mean, Marley's a second quicker than anyone because Marley's got no life. But Tomo in second, Ollie in third. DHX, that's a really good lap in fourth, to be fair. Marshall, that's a brilliant lap for Marshall in fifth.
Lovely.
Joe Feely sixth. Zeus in an alternate strategy in seventh. Tables 8th, James and McStern 9th, and then we've just decided to get half the grid disqualified. So obviously the corner cutting rules come into play there. Jax, Henry, Stocky, Hadouken, James Arano, Tap Machine, Cool Monks, and Ryan. I wonder if Henry is sat there today and he thinks, oh, I just saw some raindrops, by the way. I wonder if Henry sat there and thought, I was getting the wrong information for the wrong race. It's supposed to be raining in Canada.
Yeah, that's a possibility. That's very much a possibility.
It sounds like we're proper taking the mick out of it was just funny. No hard feelings.
No, it's all banter in this stream. Looking forward to it. I don't know who's going to be. Marley looks favourite here, but Tomo's right behind him. So
he's got Tomo. So that front three. Who was the front three? Ollie, Tomo, and Marley. If they're quick, if they can avoid any carnage, and there isn't some sort of safety car, because I mean, there's probably going to be a safety
corner.
Yeah.
Right,
if there somehow isn't a safety car, I can't see realistically anyone getting those front three, because a lot of the quick guys have to start right at the back. But saying that, nearly half the grid didn't start, so if you could be in 10th place, I guess, and still have been disqualified. So anyway, here we go, Rick. 4 red lights, 5 red lights. Let's hope no one jump starts it this time. And we're away. Tomo gets a lightning start. Marley's on the inside there. He holds on position. Hopefully everyone's patient and doesn't do anything stupid. They go round. Marley takes the first corner, then Tomo, then Ollie. Joe Feely up into 4th, good launch. DHX into 5th. Marshall is in 6th. Zeus in 7th, good launch from him. James up to 8th. Tables in 9th. Jack 10th. Henry 11th. We'll just keep it at that for a minute. Oh god, he's down in 13th, yeah. I missed it. I didn't see.
Possibly
might have got forced wide on that corner then, yeah. Oh, someone's spun round. Who's that? There's carnage between Jack and Tables has been spun round. Tables and Jack have had contact. They're now both at the back, but it's not the end of the world. So, mate, make me eat my words. Where's the safety car gone? Marley already 2 seconds ahead, basically. Tomo and Ollie are going to be sitting there loving that. Joe Feely's doing his best to stay within DRS. Zeus straight up the inside of DHX16. What a start from between these two guys as well. They're side by side, they're rubbing wheels. Come on, give a bit more space, boys. What are you doing? That's so stupid. Oh, didn't deserve that. You had so much space for both of you, and you've just put him in the wall. That was poor.
I've got to say
that didn't need to happen.
Just give him
it looked like he turned in on him.
Yeah,
he looked like he turned in on him. I know he was trying to fight for his position, but literally, Zeus had nowhere to go. Was it Zeus?
It was Zeus. Zeus has now got no front wing. I don't know what he's trying to do here.
Well, there's the safety car anyway. So now
Zeus is trying to go in the pits. He's sitting in the pit there.
Emery's gone wide.
Zeus obviously can't carry on. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, something's happened with Zeus here. We can't. He's just stuck somewhere. I can't see what his car's doing.
The 3-second time penalty. Corner cutting will come.
Zeus is stuck. Oh no, Zeus is started up again. I don't know if he's just been pulled to the side. He's carried on. Zeus has been disqualified from the session.
Yeah, he's got no front wing.
He's obviously fuming, I think it's pretty obvious. He's annoyed with what's happened there. He had a lightning start. Marshall's had a nightmare. He's gone down into 11th. He was in 5th on the first bit.
Yeah.
So, this is where it gets interesting. I don't know how Stocky's overtaken Tap Machine. Tap Machine's stuck. Yeah. So, what do you do? Do the same thing as Vietnam? Go into the pits now and see what happens? Does Marley risk it this time?
Does
Marley risk it and not let Cool Monks do it first? He's got first choice. So is Tomo. So is Ollie.
Well, Luke's jumped up to 6th. Cool Monks has jumped up to 6th from near enough last. So that's a good move.
Few people have stayed out. Henry's gone in.
I think BHX after that collision has got to go in. He's got front wing damage. It's just gutting that he could have given that bit more room for Zeus, but.
It was brilliant driving from both of them. They both had great starts. It was brilliant driving from both of them. I just think he was holding the position. He had the right to defend him, but that was too aggressive. It looked like he kept turning in to take that side when there was nowhere Zeus could go.
Yeah.
I don't want to just go out blaming anyone, but I have to watch a replay, which unfortunately can't. From my onboard, it looked like DHX was turning in on Zeus there.
Yeah, it just
So,
give them that bit more space, but yeah, I'm sure it'd be reviewed and put into F2 incidents. So
Henry's made a bit of a mistake here. I'm not sure what he's doing. So he's just gone into the pits. He's got a free pit stop. He's put the softs on, I think. Can you double check what tyre he's on? On my screen, it looks like he's got softs on.
Yeah, he's on softs.
He's not going to get them to the end of the race, so he's going to have to pit again. At least it's not wet.
Collision, table. Who's that DHX? Who's that there? Who's spun out?
That's Jack. Jack's our driver of the day, last race. This is where we oh, he's trying too hard to get back going again.
That's Jack's, yeah.
Don't get disqualified, don't get any silly penalties, just get back going. You can get back behind the safety car. Go in and get your tyres changed, Jack. Still plenty of time left in this race, mate, and penalties will come. If you can hear me, James and McSir comes in the pit. I'm saying it like, oh, if you can hear me, like I've got God's voice, but yeah. Just in case people are listening. But there's loads of times. Go into the pit now, get your damage, get your fresh wheels, something that could get you to the end of the race. Join the back of the safety car. What have you got to lose? And he's staying out, so fair enough, he's staying out. It doesn't look like he's got much damage, but James and McSir, DHX and Tables have all come into the pits.
Tables with the front wing change.
Yeah.
James and McSir has rejoined.
Oh, so it was...
Henry's moved up to 12, but obviously with that 3-second time penalty, will affect his. But he's obviously.
Well, he's had a. But this is what I'm saying. He's got a. Tables has gone on the soft as well, and maybe it's just a glitch on my screen. How long can the soft last? Because they can't last 16 laps. Surely safety car in this lap.
Right, softs, I thought softs are. If you'd be lucky to get 7 or 8 laps.
I know the tyre compounds are different. No, the tyre compounds are different in F2, but I didn't think the softs would be that long. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, Marley's backing everyone up. He's got to wait for the safety car to go. He's gone a bit early. They're probably going to catch the safety car with this rate. He's backed up and then he's gone. He's unleashed it. Full beans. Tomo sat there. He's got a nice little jump on Ollie. Nothing silly here, lads. Get away, get clean. You've got a good chance here for some points. Good exit from Joe Feely there. He's absolutely flying up behind the back of Ollie.
They've left them.
Something's happened behind, something's happened at the back. It looks like there was an incident. There's Marshall and James Arena going side by side. Good overtake by James there. Marsh is a little bit swarm. And Henry straight up the inside on his fresh tyres. So he's moved up. No, that's Ryan. Marshall's gone invisible, so I'm not sure what's going on. Let's jump back to the front as Ollie chases down Tomo. Marley's already a second ahead of Tomo. So he's out of the RS range. None of them pitted again. Very surprised. I'm on board. He's trying to go up the inside. It's a bit dangerous from Joe Feely there. He leaves the space. Luke says no, I'm taking it, and he's trying to come back on the track, but he's come back on really well. And Stocky has said thank you very much. I'll take that. And he's got a nice exit right up behind Luke. He's literally forced him. He's gone up the inside of Cool Monks. What a move that is from Stocky. If he can hold this, Luke's got the better traction out the corner, it looks like, so he might hold on. And Joe Feely still isn't out of this race. They're literally side by side. Let's hope there's not a repeat of the Zeus and DHX incident. Stocky's up the inside of him. Is he going to late brake? He can't get 2 cars into this corner, boys. Nothing stupid. Stocky backs out. Great move out the outside of Joe Feely as well. We don't think he's got a penalty there. Stocky's got a penalty. Joe Feely's managed to take the position back. What a move that was on the outside of Stocky. That was nearly 3 wide down the back straight. Let's catch your breath.
Good racing from Stocky. They're backing out. He knew he couldn't hold it off. So yeah, it's a very sensible racing.
So we've got Josh has said, you know what, Joe Feely picked up. I see commentators curse. I've literally just said no, he didn't get a penalty, and then he got one in the next lap.
So Stocky's loving it right now. Stocky's going to chase him down.
Currently watching Ryan in P9th, literally pushing Hadouken along. He's going to wait for the DRS. Oh, Hadouken's had a terrible exit. Yeah, has he managed to get him on the inside? Hadouken looks like he might have just held on to this. Yeah, and Josh, there was contact between Jax, Marsh, James Areno, I think, and I've missed the overtake from Josh and Stocky. Josh has overtaken Stocky into the quick right-left. Don't know if that was a mistake, but virtual safety car, if it stays out for a little bit, it's essentially a free pit stop as well if someone wants to risk it in the pits, because the cars are going to be slower, aren't they?
Yeah, Jax is going to need to pit, no front wing, so he will have to pit. Hopefully put on another set of tyres, lost in the race.
Marshall's currently floating in the final points position at the moment. James is right behind him, but under virtual safety cars. No one has come into the pits again.
Yeah, Jax has gone in.
Yeah, he called it. He had to. Oh, James came in. Not
Jax still out, is it? No front wing.
No, he hasn't gone over there. Yeah, he hasn't gone through yet.
Yeah, straight.
Yeah, there you go. He called it. So Emery's picked up a drive-through penalty, speeding, and that's awful timing for Jax and James because the safety car's coming. The virtual safety car's ended. If we look at Josh and Stocky, literally side by side going through these S's, good strong driving from both of them. Josh up the inside of him, but this is the problem. Luke is loving it. Don't battle with each other, guys. Not yet. Chase down Luke. Or Joe Feely, sorry, that's Joe Feely in front of him, and Luke. Get Joe Feely, work together, get up and challenge the Sauber boys. We know they're quick. I know you guys are fighting for the rest of the positions, but if you can help each other out for a little bit. Right on the back of Luke now. Safety car in sector 2 and 3. We've got Luke right on the back of Ollie. Ollie had a really good start. It just shows Luke started right near the back. Hasn't even pitted yet, and he's already up to. He keeps out of danger, and he's already coming up to get into third place. He's opened up the DRS. He has a little look up the inside of Ollie. Marley pits. Ollie pits as well. He tried to get the undercut, so that's good. Tomo, what are you going to do? How long are you staying out for? Cool Monks is obviously up into second. Joe Feely third. Josh up into fourth. Stocky fifth. They're having a great battle. Ryan comes in. Marshall comes in. Henry goes up to 7th, Hadouken up to 6th. Have a breather again, Rick.
It's getting a bit intense.
It's under strategy tables, picks up a 3-second penalty. It's all under pit crew speed now. Who came in at the right time? Who's made a mistake? Who's left it too long? Has Tomo been jumped? Because he's basically going to come out. They've both got to not fight each other here. Try and see if they can poke Marley. Look, Marley and Jamesy McSir and Ollie have got all this free air. They're not being held up, so they're going to be really quick as Josh takes Joe Feely. What a move. That's 3 times. I think he's taken someone into that corner.
Yellow flag.
And there's another yellow flag between Ryan and Marshall, I think. Not sure what's going on, but
like each other.
yeah, it looks like they've had a couple of incidents there. Let's watch back with Tomo at the moment. He's leading the race. He's led for 1 lap. Will he come in? Will he stay out? I think he should come in. He stays out, so he's going for an alternate strategy. He's hoping he's hit the wall, though. I hope he didn't get any damage. So here we go. What he could be hoping for is, and Josh comes in as well. Mate, I hope this isn't a mistake from Josh. I hope, maybe, by Tomo, sorry, not Josh. Maybe he's thinking, might be another safety car. I'll get a free pit stop. But what he could maybe be thinking is, you know, Marley picks up a 3-second penalty. Is if Luke and Josh and everyone pitting now comes out by Marley and Ollie, will they be fighting each other and holding each other up? Stocky's just got Joe Feely as well. Great move from Stocky. I missed it. Look, he must have got it in the beginning of sector 1.
But as you see, Con, there's going to be loads of penalties, so it'll be interesting to see who hasn't got a penalty and where they finish.
So Marley's currently P5. Ollie's P7. I don't think James C. McSir is pitted unless he picks up a 3-second penalty. I'm not sure if he has or not. And already, so Luke was literally pushing Ollie along as they got into the pit stop. This is a great camera angle. Thanks for showing me the back of Luke's car here. He's hunting down Ollie again.
Is Tomo coming in now? This is the question.
Just going to see if Joe Feely
We
decides
wanted
to
stay
attack
out, but
Stocky here.
He's in.
He's got to. If he stays out, he's going to be held up too long. Joe Feely up the inside of Stocky. Hopefully they're not all trying to go in the pits here. Don't do anything stupid. Yeah, Stocky says, nah, don't worry, I'm going in the pits, mate. Joe Feely currently leads a lap of Canada. So what strategy is he doing, Rick? I can't see his tyres. What's he on? He's currently on the soft. So did he start on the soft so he can just go long into the race?
So Starkey's got a penalty, 5-second penalty where he's sitting there.
Oh, Coolmonk's got. See, I told you, Coolmonk's got a penalty as well just there.
So
That's massive.
Stocky,
Marley,
that's Stocky onto the softs now. And you've got Tomo. What's Tomo on now? What's he changed his start to? Tomo is on the super softs, so he will be pushing. Will they last 10 laps? They've got to last 10 laps, surely. He's going
just currently watching Luke. Luke is right up behind Ollie now. I think he's going to get him in DRS zone, but he's been pushing hard and he's got a 3-second penalty. Been pushing too hard. Ollie's gone a little bit wide there. He's left the door open. Luke's going to poke his nose up the inside and say, well, if you're going to leave it open for me, I'm going to have a look. And straight up the inside, Ollie thinks, I'm not going to fight it. There's no point. I'll get you in the DRS zone in the next straight. Ollie stays with him. He should get him down the DRS zone, but Luke's quick. Marley goes round. Jamesy McSir goes round, and here we go. Let's see if let's sit on board with Ollie and just see as he opens the DRS. He'll sit on his camera angle, sit in the cockpit and just see how much time he gains. Yeah, look at that. He's absolutely flying up. He backs off. He actually backs off and says, "No, I don't want to risk it." He could have gone right up the inside there and maybe made that nightmare. But Luke's had a bad exit, and he's going to get the DRS in this zone as well. Go on, Ollie. Throw one up the inside of Luke as he picks up the fastest lap. You're putting him right under. Tomo gets a 3-second penalty. That's a shame. I thought Ollie might have gone for that. He looked like he had the speed, but you know, as I've said, describing Ollie, he's patient and he's sensible. He's probably thinking fourth place is better than last place. Yeah.
He might be away from the mistakes. Yeah, he's got the 3-second time penalty as well. Luke has. Ollie, I don't think he's got a penalty, so he keeps it up.
Tomo goes up the inside of DHX there, managed to catch that, but DHX is ghosted, so I'm not sure if he's backed out since his early collision. Tomo back up to 7th, he's now chasing down tables, which is just
and once again,
literally just in front of him.
7 and 8 battling against each other.
The brothers are sitting there thinking, we have to do everything holding hands. Great exit from Tomo and his brand new fresh tyres, here we go. Josh is going to want them to scrap a little bit. Tables is going defensive. Tomo doesn't need to rush this. Don't rush it. You'll get the DRS, Tomo. He's gone up the inside. He's got so much more traction. Just takes him on the corner. Doesn't even need DRS. And Josh says, I'll tell you what, I'm going to follow you through them. We're best mates. We're brothers. We do everything together. I'm going to come through and get in the DRS zone and chase straight up the back of Tomo. Marley sets another fastest lap.
And received the
But just stay by the end of this.
As well.
Oh, side by side, they've done well there. Let's jump back to Luke as he's caught right up to the back of Jamesy McSir. Stocky gets a 3-second penalty.
Great battle.
Just watch.
It's a great battle between Tables and Tap Machine. I thought Tables had him there, but it left him enough for him to pass him, but Tables backed out of it.
I'm just currently watching Jamesy and Cool Monks, and what this is doing is Jamesy's sitting there and he's in P3 again, possibly P4. We know he's good, and that's where he's been the last few races. Let's see if Luke throws it up the inside. He likes it up there. He's gone a little bit deep. So this is what I'm saying. So Jamesy's had a bad. Oh no, it's actually not bad. So Jamesy's is he going to do what Ollie didn't do? If he stays in the DRS zone close here, he's gone up the inside of him. That's a bit of a dangerous lunge. But what that's done is Ollie sat there and has he got in the DRS there? He can bring him closer, but who's going to get the DRS zone? Jamesy. Now let's watch Jamesy. Let's get on board with Jamesy. He's right up behind him. And what this is doing is it's lovely for Marley. He's laughing. And what this is also doing is making it brilliant for Ollie. As Jamesy cuts the corner, he didn't want to get any damage, but that's a bit of a bad corner. And Luke is straight up the outside of him again. Ollie's sitting there waiting for the carnage. Tap Machine gets a 3-second penalty. Cables and Stocky, let's jump to that battle quickly. There's in an overtake, but people cutting corners and everything. It's that, like you said, Rick, it's that final corner on sector 3 before the straight.
Yeah,
You get that wrong, and it's just chaos. That's why I think Ollie, as much as I said he should have gone for it, he did the right thing back off. Let's jump back to Luke,
so
right at the back of James.
Corner comp, because if you overcommit, then you go into the wall. It's easily done. Or if you undercommit,
All the champions. All the champions have done it, mate.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Sorry to interrupt. Luke, straight up, that's his favourite position. He keeps overtaking on this corner. But what that allowed... Oh, that's a bad exit from James. So Stocky, Ollie's got to be sitting there thinking, mate, let me get past you. Let me get in the DRS and I'll drag us along. Let's stay with him. Ollie's up the outside of Jamesy and he's got him. So, get in the DRS, Ollie. Has he managed to get it or not? Jamesy's going to have the DRS on Ollie. So let's watch that now. I think his tyres are worn though.
He's made them last, to be fair. I don't know when he plans to pit, but...
Ollie's got the DRS, but Joe Feely finally comes in. Oh, there you go. Jamesy comes in. Ollie gets the 3-second penalty. He jinxed him. Joe Feely and Jamesy come in on their alternate strategy. So, that's going to shuffle it about a bit. Tomo's going to move up a few positions. Since his pit stop, he's just been going along nicely. Him and his brother doing... Yeah, he's had a quiet race a little bit as well, hasn't he? He had a bit of drama in the first few laps and he's just been getting on with his business since. So, all the guys who are pitting now are going to be really quick, but maybe it's a little bit too late for them to actually make much of an impact, unless there's a safety car or some sort of mad drama. But Marley, look, Marley in first place, the Sauber boys first and second again. Any surprise, Rick?
No surprises, but you've got to wonder if Ollie and Tom and Josh Tapperton keep up, try and play it to the end. Marley's got a 6-second time penalty, I believe, so we're playing to...
Oh, you're right, yeah.
We're playing to their hand.
But no, I think they've all got penalties. I'm not sure about Tap Machine. Oh, no, he has. I think they've all got penalties, that's the problem. It's so easy to get...
Yeah.
Ollie got one last lap. So, here we go. Let's see if the brothers, Tomo and Josh, he's going to get DRS on him. We'll stay on board with Josh at the moment. Got Marshall very close to Hadouken as well, but we'll go for that after this straight. Josh is going to look up the inside. I think he's better off it. Luke says, I'm having the fastest lap again. Marley's not going to like that.
Ryan with the 3-second he's better. So well.
Let's jump back down to Marshall and Hadouken quick. Stocky's not that far away from them. Sorry, Ryan's not that far away from them. Ryan's only 2 seconds down the road. They start scrapping.
Yeah.
Well,
at the moment, Tomo's holding up Tap Machine, so that could get Ryan up close and close to them too. So
he's already gone from 2.5 seconds to 1.7. So
yeah,
I'm not sure if Marshall's actually racing or if he's lagged out or something because his car's ghosted. But he's right up behind Hadouken at the moment as they're going through sector 2. I want to stay on this, but I'm going to quickly jump back to Tap Machine and Tomo. Just for some different 6th place. Ryan's only 1.6 behind now. Jamesy McSir's coming straight on the back of Mark and Hadouken as well, so he's going to be absolutely rapid through this. Yeah, I think Marshall's not. I think Marshall's disconnected. He's got a big X next to his name. James is going to have the grip. He's going to have the natural pace. The Hadouken shouldn't hold them up. They're teammates, aren't they?
He's got to switch back onto Tom and Tap Machine. Interesting now.
Yeah, let's see if he throws it up the inside. He's gone for it up the inside. Tomo's left in the space. Yeah.
Brilliant move.
Let's go up. Jamesy's done Hadouken into the first corner as well. Oh, he's gone wide, and Hadouken's got a 3-second penalty for taking the place back. And what that's done is allowed Joe Feely to say, I'll have a bit of that. Look at him. He's got past Marshall. He's going up the inside. He's gone up the inside. Good move.
Great move.
Really
Two
good
moves
move,
there.
Joe Feely.
It's not really an overtaken spot, Dave. You don't really see
It's not, no. I mean, there was definitely contact, but he threw the car in. There's definitely space there. But Jamesy's going to have the... we know Jamesy's likes attacking in the end of Sector 2 and Sector 3. So, Joe's got to get ready to get defensive. And what this is doing is Hadouken's holding them both up essentially. Look, James is on the inside. Joe Feely is trying to squeeze him, but he's stuck behind Hadouken. So it's Hadouken. Joe's goes up the inside of both of them, goes deep. Hadouken's turned in and hit James. Yeah, and what that's done is they've all sort of stayed where they were, but they're not helping each other at all there. Henry comes into the pits to get his intermediates on.
Late break in there. And Joe Feely, little nudge in the back.
Let's watch the DRS.
But he's still there.
Ah, he's had a bad exit there, Joe. Already, look, James has passed him before the DRS zone. Henry's left.
That's enough.
Oh, Joe. I thought Joe was trying to take him out then. He's got straight back behind him to get in the slipstream. 2 cars into 1, don't go there. Oh, what a great move from Joe again. He's got the pace. Oh, James has lost it. He's managed to hold it. Well done. Good. Well done, mate. He held that well. But what a move from Joe. He's made 2 absolute blinding overtakes in this race. 1 on Stocky and now 1 on James who was third. Let's go back up to Ryan. 6th place. He's caught right up to the back of Tomo. Tomo's dropped off the back of Tap Machine a little bit. So Ryan's going to definitely... Yeah. Ryan's definitely going to have the DRS in the next straight. James McSurd gets past Marshall again after his mistake. Joe Feely's right on the back of Hadouken. We'll get to that as soon as we've watched this in the straight. There's only so much we can watch at one time. So go on then, Ryan. Go on, Tomo.
Top 3 very, very quiet. All stretched out.
There you go. If Ollie doesn't get the penalties, yeah. If Ollie doesn't get the penalties. So Ryan looks to go, but he can't do it. He can't get it. Tomo picks up a penalty defending though, and then we jump back down to Joe Feely's taken Hadouken. Sorry, we missed it. He took it before the DRS zone, funnily enough, and he gets because he got in there at DRS activation zone before Hadouken was behind him. He's actually got DRS down straight as well to pull away from Hadouken. Oh, that's poor from Hadouken there. Yeah, what's he doing? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It's going to be a safety car. There's got to be a safety car for the last 2 laps.
Safety
unless
car,
the game won't allow it.
Yeah, both lost their wheels. Very aggressive from Hadouken there.
That was poor from Hadouken, really. Jamesy made a great move over him, from what I could see, unless there was a bit of contact. But even still, you don't do... there was just no braking. It was like he just went full power into the back of him. Let's go back. Ryan on the back of Tomo again. He's literally pushing him through Sector 2 at the moment.
It's so tough. It was only such a great race.
Joe Feely, in terms of like position, was nowhere. In terms of like overtaking moves, probably the driver of the day in terms of overtakes. He made 2 or 3 absolute blinding moves around here, and he had pace. It was just the strategy and qualifying that messed him up.
Has Ryan got somewhere? Ryan's got it.
He looks like he's got him up the inside.
Yeah, look, straight past him. There we go. Ryan up to 5th.
Got on to the penultimate lap as well. Marley's still leading out front by just under 4 seconds. He's got 6 seconds worth of penalties. Luke has 6 seconds worth of penalties, I think. Look at the gap Luke has pulled on Ollie straight away, by the way. That was 3 seconds, I think, or 5 seconds.
I think
it's already up to 8.5 seconds.
Yeah, I think, unfortunately, unless Luke's got multiple... what's the words? Multiple penalties, the latter one, and Ollie can have a chance, but yeah, it must be Ollie's tyres wearing out. I don't know if he must be on. He's on softs.
Well, no, Ollie only pitted 1 lap before Luke, didn't he?
Did he? Well, yeah. Let's just be pace.
I don't know what the penalty situation is for all of them. It's another decent position for Josh in 4th. Ryan's had a decent race in 5th, but unfortunately, with the way this has gone, the table doesn't really mean anything right now because the penalties are going to change it anyway. So we'll stay with well, no one's really close. Let's go back to Marley and give some of the leaders some airtime because he's been absolutely rapid today. He won after, can we say, a mistake from Luke or a glitch in the game for not allowing Luke to
I think it's
register his tyre compounds.
You've got to call it a glitch.
He got the win in Ryan. 3 second penalty. He got the win in Vietnam, and he's got 1 lap to go to get a win in Canada as well, depending on penalties. I'll be hoping he doesn't make another mistake to get another 3 seconds. James Rano comes into the pit for some reason on the last lap. It's a weird one.
Still quite quiet then after the last lap.
Yeah, it's all. They've all gone alright. Last lap. Let's bring it home now. Let's bring the cars home. So Rick, before we get to the end, who would you say over both races has been your driver of the day for the 2 races?
Obviously, Luke was so unfortunate in the tyre compound situation. Marley's been brilliant. But I think it's got to be Tap. I think it's got to be Tap Machine. He's been consistent both races, and I think he's just kept the car on the track, done what he's needed to, and that shows the results. Got a podium and the 4th place by the looks of it.
He's done really well. Here we go. We crossed the line. Marley takes pole, takes 1st place. Where will he be with the penalties? Stays 1st. Luke comes across 2nd. Where does Ollie come? Ollie needs to get across the line as quick as possible. Josh picks up a penalty right at the end there. What was he doing? Ollie gets 3rd. Josh
Commentators thoughts there.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
Where does Ryan end up? 5th. See, all the penalties coming in here. They're all staying where they are. I don't actually know what happened to Tomo. Tomo's lost position to Stocky and James, who missed that somehow.
Marshall's overtaken.
Stocky comes across the line. James McSur's coming across the line now. Does he overtake anyone? No, he stays there. Marshall coming across the line. The weird one, the penalties are sort of... Oh yeah, he's overtaken Jamesy. But I think he was... he might have been... Tomo, what's happened to Tomo? He's going in slow. I don't know if he got taken out or something at the end there. DHX finished in 6th. The penalties didn't actually change the penalties didn't actually change the table too much, but everyone had penalties. It was a weird race.
I think it worked out well for Marshall with the penalties because he was moved up to 7th. So he'll be.
I mean, if
2nd race.
Oh, just to add insult to injury, if he can't get a podium, he gets driver of the day. Well done, Luke. So we're done, Rick. Nice. Gonna have a little breather again. Bit of a chaotic race. The weird track, isn't it? We knew it was going to be penalties and carnage with the couple of corners they have on here. Let's quickly run through the table.
Loads of penalties.
Yeah, look at that. Everyone bar, what was that? Marshall didn't, but I think he was a computer, maybe. And DHX didn't, I think he was a computer. So we'll go through the table. Zeus DNF, Joe Feely 16th, taken out by Hadouken 15th, Henry 14th, Jax 13th, James Serrano 12th, tables 11th. Getting into the points, Tomo somehow in 10th, I'm not sure what happened on the last lap, DHX 9th, James McSur in 8th under penalties, Marshall in 7th, Stocky up into 6th from 12th, Ryan got 5th from 17th, wasn't bad, Josh got 4th from 15th, wasn't bad. Ollie started 3rd, finished 3rd, good consistent race from Ollie. Luke, 2nd place for Cool Monks. Started 16th, came 2nd, driver of the day and the fastest lap, so he's got some good points there. Marley, your winner, with his 2nd win of the day. Sauber 1-2 again. Is anyone going to be able to attack Sauber, Rick? What do you think?
I don't know. It's quite tough. Obviously, it has to be. You have to get the luck of the green as well, like the safety cars, and obviously Marley's been superb the last 2 races, so it's going to be tough. Paul Monks has had his 1st race, which was difficult. 2nd race, he's made up for it. But Ollie, I think Ollie can catch him. I would be interested to see next race what happens.
Well, considering Ollie's never really raced on F1, he's got 2 podiums out of 4 races now.
Yeah,
not bad.
Not bad, is it?
You've got some of the other guys, like we know Stocky's very quick. Josh has had 3 podiums and a 4th place. So is that the level that these guys are at, where they're all fighting over 3rd and 4th because Cool Monks and Marley are in the Mercedes cars, like Bottas and Hamilton?
Yeah.
Or is it just like, with a bit of practice and a bit of luck, these guys can catch him? It's anyone's guess, really. Tomo, not sure what happened there. He finished 10th after a great race in Vietnam. He looked rapid all through Canada until the last few laps, and then I don't know if there was contact. His brother Josh overtook him, and then he just sort of fell off, and I don't know if something happened, if he got damaged or something. But
you've got to mention the collisions as well, unfortunately. The HX and Zeus, unfortunately.
That was
collision.
a ridiculous racing incident.
And then
Yeah,
Hadouken and who was it?
it'd be interesting to see what happens with them because on both incidents it looked like
Joe.
driver error and
Yeah.
bad decision making, but we'll have to find out first. Anyway, Ricky, thank you very much.
Pleasure, mate.
2 brilliant races. Hopefully, I think Thursday we're back. Don't quote me on that, but I think Thursday, so hopefully I can have you on Thursday as well. And congratulations to the Sauber boys, especially Marley, as you got 2 wins today. And just want to say thank you everyone for joining. Well, if you was listening to the stream or watching the stream or anything, thank you guys for watching and listening along. And this has been Connor and Ricky from the Formula Racing League. Thank you everyone, have a good evening.